Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Face the Heels Pro Wrestling Talk. I am your host, Ben Cornett. Tonight, this is episode 10 of Face the Heels. Can't believe we're already at 10 episodes, but here we are. So tonight, we got a lot to discuss. A lot of it's going to be AEW. I know past episodes we've been talking mainly WWE, we've sprinkled some AEW in there, but the reason I want to talk about AEW tonight specifically is because there is a wrestler that's supposed to be returning very soon. So we hear from the reports that one CM Punk is returning. He has been rumored to be returning. As you remember, the last time we saw CM Punk was all the way back in September at the All Out pay per view. That was his last match against John Moxley. He ended up winning that match, but that wasn't the story. The story was that the what happened after that at the press conference. Apparently, CM Punk said some things, and the Elite, which consists of Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, they didn't take that well. So there's a whole bunch of chaos going on backstage. Led to what was reported as a fight, a physical fight, and unfortunately, that resulted in several people that were let go. Well, one guy was let go. One of Punk's friends was let go. It also suspended Omega and the Young Bucks for several weeks. They were off TV. CM Punk was put off TV as well, but he also had a torn pec, so he does have an injury. He's still recovering from that, but he should be back very soon. As we can see right now, I do have a guest that's going to join me here. Apparently, let me bring him in, and there he is, Mr.
Oh, hey
Johnny
guys.
D, the Professor. Hey, Johnny, how you doing tonight, man?
All right, bud. How you doing?
Good, good. We're discussing CM Punk right now. He is reportedly supposed to be returning very soon to AEW. There's going to be a sit down with Chris Jericho, and apparently they want him back. So we'll see what happens. They do have a show in Chicago in his hometown in June. I believe it's a Rampage or a Dynamite. I forget which, but that's supposedly working on the plan of bringing him back, into the fold with AEW. He's been out since last September, so it's been about almost 9 months if he comes back in June. So I know, Johnny. I don't know if you've watched a few AEW shows. You've seen CM Punk. What do you what are your
I've never,
thoughts?
I've never liked CM Punk at all, man. So I'm out
Mhm.
on that whole discussion. He's, I don't know. He was overhyped when he was in WWE back in the day, and he's still overhyped to me. He's a
Yeah,
punk.
I mean,
He has the
I
right name.
yeah, well, definitely has the right name. But I feel AEW needs somebody like him. Obviously, he's a needle mover.
I disagree with your opinion on AEW. I love AEW and what they're doing, man. I don't think
Oh
they
no,
really.
I do too. I
CM
like him. I like him. I
I,
want
I
him to
mean,
succeed. Go ahead.
CM Punk, I don't think moves the needle that much. There's other people that could move the needle more. And
Okay.
the guys that they got there, if they just they're working that talent really well, man. I think.
Yeah, Sean agrees with Johnny D. Mr. Spencer, how you doing tonight, sir? Thank you for commenting.
I tuned into their show to see round two of that battle, man, and it was kind of a weak battle tonight, man. They Nicholas gave it up. Sean won that battle tonight, so
okay.
it's 1-1 now with them too, man.
Well, yeah, especially with Sean being at work. He did this at work where Nick was on his own, at home.
Right? Yeah,
How do you think Nick
yeah.
had the advantage in that situation? But yeah.
He
Oh
didn't
well.
take
Okay.
advantage of it.
Yeah, we'll get the rubber match soon. So doing well, lots of laughs. Yes, you are, Sean. Yes. So I feel like again, yeah, I do agree to an extent. He doesn't move the needle as much as people think. He had at the beginning, yeah, fans were tuning in when Punk showed up, but with AEW though, they've just been too stagnant. They've hit the million mark a few times for their episode of Rampage or Dynamite, I should say. And again,
this is where we kind of split.
okay.
WWE is all promotion. I mean, you get 6 matches in a 3-hour event. That's ridiculous. It's mostly commercial and promotion.
Right.
AEW gives me what I tune into wrestling for. Wrestling.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of people like that. They like the fact that, a lot of wrestling, less talking. They're trying to be different from WWE, which I totally agree with. I think my only issue with AEW with the wrestling part is there's no builds to some of these stories. You're just seeing matches, and it doesn't really lead to anything. I'm more of a story and character kind of guy. That's how I grew up. That's how I loved wrestling. So, but some people like you love the wrestling.
Wrestling, Sean, wrestling. Hit the bottom one, dude.
Wanted none of the smoke. Ooh. Well, maybe Nick will be on here in a little while. We'll see how he's doing tonight. Shout out to Nick Rosari. Good roundtable. I caught some of it, then I had to get off work, so I didn't see the rest of it. I just got home a little while
ago. It's
a
great roundtable. They always do a great job. You know that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like Tina was great. Delilah. Check them out. They don't do a show every week, but in the football season they're going to. So that's the football roundtable on Let's Talk Football. Check them out. You'll like them. There's the plug for them. So, okay, back to everyone but Nicholas Rosario. Ooh, man, shooting more. Man, I want the smoke. Yes, you do, Sean. I could tell. Look at the comments just pouring in. Thank you, sir. Yeah. So
he had a good run.
Yeah. He is. I'm trying to call him out. Yeah. Well, so far you're doing a great job. Oh man. So yeah, so we'll see what happens, Johnny, with CM Punk coming back. I think also you got to wonder what the locker room's going to think. A lot of people, a lot of the wrestlers, they're not big fans of his. They feel like, I don't know, is he going to be a problem? But the way I look at it, oh well, he's an employee. If they want him back, he's coming back. You got to work with that. You can't just be in your feelings. Right. And, hey, did a lot of people like Antonio Brown when he was on the Bucks? Probably not, but they put up with him. We won a Super Bowl. So, you got to work with people. And
it lasted about as long as we thought it would, too.
Exactly. Yeah. So it is what it is. So, oh, man, Sean, I've been fired up since your show on Thursday. Ooh, on the NFL edition. Thursday night, man, we always bring it on. Let's Talk Football, by the way. I'm sorry, NFL edition and entertainment. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific every Thursday night. Me, Johnny Dean, Alex Loosemore, the host, and a lot of guests that come on there. So check us out there. All right. Well, with that being good, talking about that, we have another AEW show that's apparently going to be coming on Saturday nights, Johnny. It's going to be called AEW Collision, and another show. I mean,
Saturday night's the wrong night for me, man. I don't.
Yeah,
there's.
I get it. Yeah.
Saturdays and Sundays, I do my binging and stuff, and I got to do a lot of binging to catch up for the entertainment page. So,
well, there you go. Yeah, and I just think it's just a little too much, and I think a lot of it's because they want CM Punk. There's people that don't want to work with him, so they're like, okay, well, let's make a separate, so we'll have a split roster and stuff. That's what I'm reading. That's what the reports are saying. So I just think that's just too much wrestling, man. I mean, you're barely doing anything.
All right, I get their reasoning because Saturday nights the kids are home. They don't have to go to school the next day. They can stay up and watch wrestling. And that's what brought wrestling to the forefront anyway, was the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I get their reasoning there for the Saturday night.
Yeah, it's just right now, I'm talking just from a rating standpoint. Rampage
is oversaturation. Oversaturation.
But at the same time, you're saying with the kids being home and everything, makes sense. get more eyes that way, perhaps. And, and usually Friday and Saturdays are kind of a tough night, unless it's a pay-per-view or a premium live event.
Right.
It can be hard, especially this time of year. We're going to have the playoffs coming up, NBA, NHL. And speaking of somebody coming up, ladies and gentlemen, he is here. Sean Spencer, you're in big trouble, mister. Because guess who's in the house? Guess who wants to smoke? Guess who wants to bring it? His name's Nick Rosario, ladies and gentlemen. Nick,
hey,
over here, man. You had a great show tonight, man. Loved it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. We were having some fun, man. I always love to talk football, but I love to talk the wrestling too. So I'm glad I could make it on here. Well, even though that sucker Sean Spencer wants to try to talk smack when I'm not on, this guy, he waits till he sends me a message talking about, oh, I called you out. Well, where are you at now, pal? I'm on the show now. What you gonna do? You don't want none of this, man. You don't want this smoke. You know what, Sean? Never mind. I'm gonna leave it alone. It's Ben's show. I'm gonna let Ben talk. Let's go.
I don't see the comments.
What are we talking about, boys?
AEW,
yeah, now you don't, because I'm here.
AEW, first of all, Corey Brown, thank you for tuning in. Johnny Manziel available. WWE, they signed former NFL or college football players.
He's too short. He's too small.
Yeah.
He's too small. He'll get crushed. He's no Rey Mysterio, that's for sure.
That'd be a good match for Dominic.
Yeah, there you go. Dominic and Bacon and Johnny Manziel. Huh? That'd be a great one there.
That'd be a headliner right there.
Yeah. That'll be the WrestleMania 42. Dominic versus Johnny Manziel. Hell in a Cell. That'd be great. Sell out arenas.
So, Nick, we're talking about CM Punk returning to AEW.
Yeah.
About that.
I've heard some rumors.
Chris Jericho's apparently going to meet with them soon. They're going to talk.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Elite don't want nothing to do with them. They don't want to do business with them.
Right.
Personally, I think that's pretty sour because, look, I told Johnny, this is like Antonio Brown being on the Bucks. A lot of people may have not liked him, but they're winning. I mean, they put their feelings aside, and I feel like the Elite need to do the same thing. Now, the problem with that is they're executive vice presidents of AEW.
Right.
That's some pull there, but
for sure.
This is CM Punk. I mean, he's controversial. He's going to speak his mind. He's never been afraid to, and will never be afraid to. So, Nick, is CM Punk coming back good for AEW, or do you think maybe not so much?
Well, here's the thing, and I understand that I was a Punk fan. Don't get me wrong. I liked him in WWE. I like what he did. Chicago guy. You got to kind of like Chicago guy. But anyways, but honestly, I don't think. And here's the okay. Maybe this is the thing. It's the motivation behind coming back. What is your reason for coming back? If you're coming back just because you're CM Punk and it's a name and you just want to, you decided you want to come back to wrestling, then don't bother. Because honestly, AEW has so many guys they don't use as it is on television on that roster that it's just ridiculous, for one. So if you're coming back just because you're CM Punk and you're a name and you're bored at home or whatever, AJ's not, keeping you busy or whatever, and you just want to do something, don't bother, man. Like if you have a motivation you want to work with some guys, like, that's the thing with older wrestlers, honestly. And it's like, you guys have had your time. You've had your spotlight. You've done, what does Punk truly need to prove in this business? I don't think he needs to prove anything. If anything, help the younger guys out,
Nick, I was going to say, could this be more Tony Khan? Like, oh crap, man, our ratings are just not. Look, we got the big Wembley show coming up.
And
we got
100%.
We can get a streaming deal with Max, because it's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah. I think it's a grab. It's a name, like you said. It's CM Punk. Who doesn't? And that's the thing for wrestling fans. They're gonna love it if he does come back, right? Like Johnny D, right?
I couldn't stand him when he was in WWE. Couldn't stand him now. So I don't think he moves the damn needle a bit.
But again, like you said, he's going to move the needle. Yeah, maybe, washed up maybe, but the guy still draws. People still chant his name at events. Like, it's one thing, and that's the thing I think people need to understand about the business itself. Yeah, you could hate a guy all you want, because I'm not a fan of the Brock Lesnar thing, but every time Brock enters the arena, the people go nuts. And it puts butts in seats. And like you said, Ben, they have a huge 80,000 seat arena at Wembley that they're trying to fill for that show. Well, gee, if you bring CM Punk back and you could get a main event where maybe he's fighting Kenny Omega or even, whatever it is, Punk's on the card, he's the main event. People are going to gravitate towards that. They are. They just are. Because people are Punk fans.
Yeah, I agree.
But Nick, Orange Crush, let Orange Crushing.
The elite don't want to work with them. We've heard reports.
Yeah, I know.
Don't want nothing to do with them, and I just think it's ridiculous. You got to put your egos aside, man. I mean,
that's the whole thing. It's a business. There have been plenty of guys. Listen to any podcast on wrestling from anyone. Any guy, like from Cornette to JR to anyone. They haven't always liked everybody, but you do business because that's what you do. You don't have to like everybody you work with. Do you like everybody you work with? Maybe not. The point is, but you go there, you punch your clock, you do your job, and you go home. And it's the same thing in wrestling. I get it. People have egos. Everybody's this and that. But yes, I agree with you
about the Wembley thing when I gave you my opinion about that.
I understand.
I guess I can see that point. I can see that point there with Wembley. All right, but
100%. You're trying to fill a stadium.
My thing with not wanting him in is give it a break. Like you said earlier, there's plenty of guys there that they need to get on the roster, man.
100%. There's plenty of guys who sit at home or aren't on TV and probably sit in the back and catering and do nothing every week because they just have so many guys on the roster. They don't use all of them. And even the girls too. There's a lot of girls on that roster and they push, 6 or 7 and that's what it is.
Nick, your buddy Anthony Handy is here. He says, gentlemen.
Hello, Mr. Andy. Pleasure talking football with you earlier. Now let's talk some wrestling. Here we go.
Yes, sir. Okay, Scott. Your prizes, you got me, Nick, and Johnny. So, Johnny, you want to give him another prize? Right. 2 fingers, man.
Wow. Hey, take it easy. The double bullets, don't do it.
Those are Stone Cold bullets right there.
Bullets.
Nick, I mean, again, we agree on this. Me, you, and Johnny, this is to get that stadium fill. I think it's a big part of it. Tony Khan.
Yeah.
And he's got
100%.
I mean, look, it's like almost like, okay, I got the money. Let me sign you. Oh, wait, let me sign you.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Let me get you.
And that's what it seemed like. Like every free agent wrestler is like, oh, it's going to go to AEW. And sure enough, think about this. Because you guys, again, when people started leaving WWE, Big Show appears on AEW. He's gone in like 3 weeks. You don't see him anymore. Christian, he's been in a storyline lately, I believe. But there was a lot of time. Ty Dillinger goes over there, and you barely see him. I think he's in a tag match this week or something. Like Mark Henry, where's he been? Like you get all these guys because their names and stuff. And you're like, oh, AEW, this is going to be great. And then they come for a little bit, and then they disappear for weeks at a time. And it's just like, why do you?
Nick, the best thing about Ty Dillinger, real quick, is he's married to Peyton Royce, man. How can you?
Well, that's true. That is no. For him, that's great. For me, that does nothing because I'm not married to her. But yes, for Ty Dillinger, that's phenomenal, right?
Yes.
Although
absolutely.
I think for you true wrestling fans, Ty Dillinger will always be known as Stan, the guy who got super kicked by Shawn Michaels in the hallway. Yeah. So if you remember that, that was Stan. Ty Dillinger took that what looked like looked like he knocked the hell out of him with that kick too. Stan dropped his papers and everything, and he got super kicked by Shawn Michaels. So there you go. Ty Dillinger, ladies and gentlemen.
And Zagnif Productions, ladies and gentlemen. 2 fingers. Is that the BW Steamers? Oh boy.
All right, take it easy, Handy. Look at this guy. Hey now.
Look at this.
Where's this show going? Right.
Man. Talk about
That's a Johnny Dean special, isn't it? No. Here we go. We're
You
off
guys
and
were
running,
so
boys.
well
Yes.
orchestrated on the other show, and now you're going to just lose it.
I don't.
No,
Hey,
um,
I'm a professional. What are you talking about? No.
Go back to NFL Edition last summer and go in the archives and watch that episode. It was
Yeah,
classic.
the
Let's do
Cleveland
that.
Steelers episode.
Let's not. I don't know.
Okay.
But anywho,
Now, Nick,
where were we?
How do you think the entire locker room is going to be reset? Because apparently there are sides. You know, some don't want to
Yes.
be around.
Yeah.
Some are like fine, like Dax Harwood and
Yeah. FTR loves him.
FTR.
They're good friends. You know. Yeah. Like they have no problem with Punk, and that's
yeah. You know,
Again,
so,
it's a case of, you guys got to put your petty differences aside and do business. Because again, as you said, if you can find a way to fill Wembley Stadium for that AEW show, everybody wins because everybody's going to make money. And let's be honest, wrestling business, a lot of it is money. Fans pay their hard-earned money to go watch. You guys get contracts that are, thanks to Hall and Nash, you get guaranteed contracts now. No more pay for play. You know what I mean? So you're getting guaranteed money to go out there. Hey, man, you want that next big contract? The company needs to make money. What better way than to fill an 80,000 seat stadium in England and put on a great show, regardless of how you feel about the guy across the ring from you? You do business. That's what it is.
Great points. And
Every
Jim Ross
one
says on
of
his
these
podcast,
wrestlers.
Jim Ross says on his
What's that, Johnny?
podcast, it's all about two things: cash and creative. That's
Yep,
it.
Every
cash
one
and
of these
creative, that's it.
wrestlers, every one of these wrestlers need to go every year, make a pilgrimage to Scott Hall's grave. And
Yeah.
him.
I mean, honestly, I know people don't talk about that often, but Kevin Nash got the first guaranteed contract.
Yep.
In that sense, with Bischoff, and that really set the tone for the guys in the locker room to really negotiate on their own behalf and be like, no, I want the same thing. I want guaranteed money and blah, blah, blah. You're going to, and it started a huge trend, and now it's the norm. Everybody gets a contract. It's no more just you get paid out nightly when you wrestle on a show. Everybody back in the 70s, 80s, when guys would drive 800 miles to a town to make $25 for wrestling a night. Yeah, those days are done. Everybody gets guaranteed money now, at least something, whatever it is. Yeah.
So, Nick, what's unique about Kevin Nash's deal, him and Scott Hall, if anybody else came in and made more money than them, they had what's called a favored nations contract.
Yeah, favored nations. Yep.
And their pay gets bumped.
Exactly. They were smart. They knew. You know what? They were businessmen. They protected their brand. They knew who they were, and they knew what they could get, and they got it. Because honestly, let's be honest, one of the greatest angles ever in wrestling had to be the NWO invasion, right? That whole thing where Hall and Nash come. You think they're still with WWE. They're in a WCW ring. I mean, everybody thought Vince orchestrated that for the longest time. That was somehow a deal between. But he had nothing to do with it. They were both gone.
Right. And what was unique about it, they never said their names on TV. They never said
No,
their
but you
names.
knew who. Scott Hall says, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. That's right. That's what he said.
Well, speaking of bringing it, look who it is. There he is.
Oh, great. Sean Spencer's back. To add his nonsense, I was going to say 2 cents, but it's nonsense about something over here. Come on, Shawnee, what do you got? You need to come to Chicago. We could have ourselves a good old fashioned Chicago street fight. We'll have it taped and everything. Come on down, pal. I'm always here.
I'd pay $1 to watch AEW if Johnny Dean pays for beers and nachos.
And nachos. Well, there you go.
Johnny Dean ain't paying for shit.
Well, there you have it. Sorry, Scott, you're not going to get your beer and nachos.
Yes.
Johnny Dean's not paying.
Is good, AEW talk. Let's switch gears a little bit. We got some. Do a little weekly recap of WWE and a little AEW, obviously. But WWE, I mean, they're kind of going through the motions right now, guys, until the draft.
To the draft, yeah.
And I've heard all week, people are saying about LA Knight. He keeps losing matches, and and then he's being talked about being a favorite to win the Money in the Bank thing.
Yep.
If you're going to do that, he's got to win some matches. You can't just keep losing matches and losing matches. I think it just doesn't help him out. Eventually.
I beg to differ there, Mr. Cornette, because again, you've been watching wrestling a long time, and this is a classic old school move. What do you do
Ziggler.
before you build a guy up? You tear him down. How many matches did Ziggler lose? And all of a sudden, he wins the money. I mean, wins the Money in the Bank. He still loses matches, but the night of that Del Rio match where Del Rio's laying in the corner, all of a sudden Dolph's music hits and the crowd goes nuts. And again, if you watch that match, it's what, 3.5 minutes, I think they actually wrestle. You think that Dolph is going to get screwed again because on his first big move, Del Rio kicks out. And you're thinking, oh no, that's it. Ziggler's going to cash in unsuccessfully and not win because that's what they did with Dolph. But no, they give Dolph the title and the crowd goes nuts. I think what they're doing, that's what they're trying to do with LA Knight. Because honestly, the guy can wrestle and he's good on the mic. So the fact that they're talking even about giving him a push, I think is a great idea. I agree with you though. You scratch your head a little bit and go, did Xavier Woods really need that victory? Wouldn't it have been better to give it to LA Knight on SmackDown? But again, Woods won, fine, whatever, but hopefully that LA Knight does get a push at some point down the line because I think he's earned it, and we'll see what happens with that. Yeah.
It always depends on how they lose and how they win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, and we all know it's predetermined. We don't,
absolutely 100%. It's a storyline. They get told what they're going to do that night when they get there. There you go.
I just feel would the Ziggler type thing work now than it did like 10 years ago? See, that's the only difference.
Right. We're going to find out, aren't we? I think that's what the LA Knight thing looks like. It's what it reminds me of.
Right.
Kind of thing, Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see, though. Hopefully, yeah.
And also, like I said, they're going through the motions. The draft's going to be, I think, May 7th, I think.
May 8th. It's May 8th. Then Monday, May 8th,
Monday after Backlash. So,
exactly right. Monday after.
Yeah. That Cody and Brock had their first, face-to-face.
Face-to-face, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I missed Raw tonight because I was doing the football shows. So I was doing the roundtable, so I missed Raw tonight. I'll have to catch some highlights or the recap later,
Yeah, I'll recap it too. But apparently that's going to be the match. I just read on the spoilers that it's official for Backlash. Cody and
Backlash,
Brock Lesnar. So do you think that's too soon? Could they have waited for another show or something?
I'm curious as to what they're doing with this because, as you said, it was very sudden. Like they moved him off of Roman so quickly after losing at WrestleMania.
I was okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's done. No, and that's fine. Like I get why you do that. But again, they moved him on so quickly that it's like, okay, well, what do you do with Cody? Well, they decided to go the Brock Lesnar route, and you ask yourself, why are you going that way? Like, what is this going to accomplish? Is it to build Cody back up where he slays a giant, but he still has to claw his way to get back to Roman and another title shot? That whole thing. I wonder where this story is going and how it is they want to, because again, this is a quick turnaround for this match. Like you said, normally this would be like a SummerSlam build where you build it up till they get to the big paper, get SummerSlam, but you're not. You're giving this match at Backlash. But again, you're in Puerto Rico. Like we were talking about this last time, a place you haven't been in years. Right. It's going to be a big show, a lot of hype, a lot of all eyes are going to be on this show. So you want to give the crowd something. And two of the, like I said, Brock lives off his past glories, but he's still a draw. People still love when that music hits and you see the Beast Incarnate come across the screen, people go nuts. So, and Cody is one of the hottest guys in terms of, fan reaction right now. So that's what you do. Fine. You got your match. See what they do with it. See how it goes.
Fair enough. What do you think, Johnny? You like this match?
I'm guessing maybe not.
You're like,
that to me is not a draw.
I think it is. I mean, Cody and Brock are two of the
What are you
biggest
going to have
names
around it? What are you going to
outside
have
of
built up
Roman.
around it?
I mean,
All right, WWE is all about the storyline. So,
Yeah.
what are you building around it?
Well, I think this is more like, okay, here's the speed, the roadblocks for Cody.
There's
Needs
no
to climb
titles
these-
on the line, right?
No, but
No,
this is like
nobody's a
the
champion.
mountain-
This is just a match.
This
a
is
match.
the mountain.
There's no titles on the line. It's a throwaway match.
Well,
No,
it'll
not necessarily.
it could be the main event at this point. Honestly,
Well, Roman's not going to wrestle right now. He's off TV.
right?
for
He's
now.
not. Roman's not going to be at Backlash exactly, because you've
So
got
you
what
need
I
to-
think they're going to do the 6-man with Riddle, Owens, and Zayn against the Bloodline. So that'll probably be a match. You're talking a women's tag team title match probably. It's they'll build, and again, I think they should leave that as it is for right now and build that. You know what I mean? A little bit more, but there'll probably be a title because I'm guessing they want to get the titles onto Shayna and Ronda as soon as they can. I don't think Liv and Raquel are meant to hold on to them for too long. Sean,
Right.
you don't want none, sir. You don't want none of this. You can say you want the smoke, but you don't. You just want to sit there and be a keyboard warrior and type in stuff, on and come on, man. Like Johnny Dean, for those, and I appreciate Johnny tuning in earlier, but I saw your comment, Johnny. You got something coming too, pal. Trying to talk about Sean and Nick 1-1 now, and I won round one.
Oh,
Sean wins round two.
Absolutely. Sean
Look at. Oh,
Sean
sure he
won
won.
tonight.
He won because I let him. I was hosting a show. Okay, let's just get that straight, my friend.
And
If
now
I
you
wanted
start
to-
talking
yeah.
about it. I wanted to fire you up on that show, man.
I bet you did. Well, see, that's the thing. And I don't want to get too deep into this. We're talking wrestling. But, I got to manage I'm looking at the comments. I got to manage the banners. When you host the show, there's a lot to do. Ask Ben Cornette. He's doing
What are you
it.
talking
The guy
about? I
looks
do
nervous.
host a show.
Well, I'm just saying. Then you understand. That's what I'm talking about. Ben's over there sweating. He's drinking water. He's dehydrated. Look at him. I don't know. What's going on over there? It's a tough business running this show on StreamYard. Come on. It's hectic, man. Let's go.
It can't be.
A lot of responsibility, man.
Especially
Stay
when you got
hydrated,
two
Ben.
guys
Stay
going at
hydrated.
it. I will.
Right.
Yes.
And
Fourth bottle of
especially
water.
when you got Johnny Dean fueling the fire over here. I tell you. Look at that.
Wonder
That's
I'm
right.
sweating.
No,
Ben,
Scott-
don't even try, man. He must have missed your comments.
He must have. Scott, no, the Undertaker is pretty much retired. He says
Yeah.
he doesn't want. He's not that he doesn't want to, but he does. He doesn't think he could put on what he thinks would be a great enough match for everybody to deserve. So he has hung up his boots and
Oh, he's
coat
like
and hat and all that.
8 years old, right? Come on.
He's
60s,
probably
yeah.
mid to late 50s, right? 60, yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Undertaker.
Rest in
In
peace.
peace. Exactly. Pretty much.
Man. Okay. Let's bring in one more little thing to talk about.
Oh,
Yeah, apparently she was not at Raw tonight, but they are saying
Right.
that she has a foot injury that could sideline
Yeah.
her for a little bit. Not too long, but
okay. Right.
very interesting though that she changed her bio on there. I'll show you real quick. There it is. She's
Oh,
now with
Rebecca.
Brand. Yeah,
But it still
So-
says that Becky Lynch WWE, though.
true. So I don't make
Yeah.
much of it. I think this is just storyline. This is just keep the
Yeah,
fans interested
probably.
and stuff. So
Because remember,
Yeah.
they're pushing her and Trish to SummerSlam. So
Right,
you're good.
yeah.
They're trying to build that story as well. And you got another,
3 months.
3 months before that happens. So you got to kind of, I mean, maybe she does have a legit injury. Maybe she doesn't. She changed her name on Twitter. I wonder what that means. It doesn't really mean anything. It means she changed her name for whatever reason. Come on. It's a Twitter
Yeah.
page, you goofs. But people right away start with, oh, Becky's not here. And Seth was disgruntled last week, blah, blah, blah. And yeah.
Are they
Believe me,
divorcing? this
neither-
thing? What's the-
Right. Yeah, no, exactly. Neither one of them is going anywhere right now. They both
No.
have nice, big, fat contracts and make a lot of money. And like Seth
Yeah.
said, he gets to travel with his wife and his child every week because
On
they're
his
on the
bus,
same
yeah.
show.
Yeah, they
It's
have
the
their own
best
bus.
of all the world, right? It's the best of all worlds. You still get to make your money and you see your family and you travel with them. They're not going anywhere.
No, just I think sometimes wrestlers like to feed it
Stir
up
the
with
pot a little
kids so
bit.
they
Yeah,
know- so they know that
100%. Yeah,
fans of my
100%.
pod yeah,
Ah.
it's fun.
We won't like
I
to
enjoy
stir
some of the
pot.
comments. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that happens. It is.
Yeah.
Believe me, it's entertainment, right? There's drama everywhere. You gotta fuel that sometimes. You know.
Do you know who this is? I like to watch Governess Quinn.
Oh, I don't know that one. Sorry, Governess Quinn. I don't know who that is.
I think
I'll be
Scott
honest,
figured that out on the spot.
You can
Scott,
explain
are
this,
you
Scott.
dipping? Are you dipping in the wrong movie collection again, Scott? Like, what are you looking for titles that we shouldn't be talking about? Like, who's Governess Quinn and what does she do? I don't know about this.
You
I think
asked,
we got a question.
people tell
In
you.
the
and
Oval Office? I mean,
Yeah, there you go. The oral office. Hey, it hasn't been that way since Clinton was there. Come on.
the oral office.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I want a
No.
Google host, Scott. What am I going to find?
yeah.
What
let's
do you
not-
expect?
The last time somebody asked me to Google something, I got 2 girls and 1 cup. So no thanks. We're not playing that one. No, thank
Oh,
you.
So Nick's not a
Yes.
Googler. Yeah, okay.
Oh
I get you.
no, I'm careful about what I Google, sir. Yes, I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to see nothing. I don't need to. Let me tell you.
Well, Google Riley Reid if you want. If you wanna
Yeah,
Google
but
him.
I know who Riley Reid is, Ben.
What about Lexi?
I don't
Bell?
have to. Yeah, Lexi. There you go, Lexi.
We ought to do like I'm serious here. Do like a porn
Oh.
episode, like talk about porn stars. And
You want to
stuff.
talk about porn, Ben? Is that what you want to do?
Holy shit.
Why not?
I
Why
can't
not?
believe
Have at it.
I mean, I'm just saying. Is that what you're admitting to now? You want to talk about porn stars on the show?
And you said that live, you know.
I did.
Right. People
Yeah,
are watching,
I've
but yes.
Sean, when you get home, make sure you clip that, dude. Where's
Yeah,
the-
yeah. Clip that one. We should do a porn show. Yes.
Trying to come up with
Uh,
ideas. In future
I hear you. I
episodes.
hear you. Hey, I understand the creativity of it. I get you, man. It's all good.
Oh, okay. Here we go. She's a mistress who uses her stalking legs to get her slave give her everything he has.
Oh, Scott, what are we talking about? What are you doing?
Google your demise.
you
Nicholas
opened the
Rosario.
can when you asked me.
This guy.
You want me to Google my demise? Look at this guy. Sean Spencer strikes again. The keyboard warrior is close at hand. Look at this guy. What am I going to do with him?
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
You did.
Yeah,
hear
I'm
it.
sure you did.
Right here on.
Right, you heard it
this-
first.
this. Well, it is wrestling. Porn does have some wrestling in it. I'm just saying.
Oh, good Lord. Here we go. Now this show has really gone off the rails. Ben, what's in that water? You got a little vodka in there or something? What are you drinking over there, man? What's going on?
No, quality H2O, sir.
Yeah.
It's-
Okay, Bobby Boucher.
It's Great Value's finest, by the way. Yeah.
There you go. Great value. That's some high quality H2O. There you go. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never going to keep me down.
Copyright. You know that you
Nope,
can
I-
sing a few lyrics and you can still get copyrighted. I didn't know.
I
that.
know. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't do that, right? I said
Yeah,
I don't want to get.
It's
I don't
all
want
good.
you to take it off the air, Ben. I mean, I don't think Chumbawamba's watching. They sue you, but all right, you never know.
no, Facebook runs algorithm that catches all that shit.
Is that what it is? Right? Yeah.
Yes, trust me, I've gotten lit up over it.
What do you
Yeah,
do?
good
Whole
friend.
songs? I'm kidding.
Our
No,
good friend Rick Kennedy. Shout out to
Anthony,
him.
like Anthony, he came on one night and was playing that one song that I won't even mention because if you say the title of it, they'll flag
Okay,
it. But
playing the one song.
yeah, they cut that one on me.
Oh wow.
You back down like I expected. Oh, Nick.
Back down from what? I challenged you to a Chicago street fight. Did you not hear that part? Or are you too busy, like, crying in your beer or something? Get out of here, man. This guy trying to back
Oh,
down.
man.
Why would I back down from you, Virginia boy? What are you gonna do?
Man, I'm loving this energy right now, man.
You gonna go play on the Virginia beach in the sand or something? Build yourself a castle? Get out of here. I want to hear that. Got time for that.
Come on, Sean. Your turn, man. Ball's in your court, man.
That's right.
Let's hear it. Nick
Go
has been owning you
Go
right
take
now, dude.
go take a
Yeah.
nap, son. You don't want to play. You don't want to play the deep end of the pool. Go stay in the shallow end, bro. You don't want it over here. You don't want none of this.
He's still at work, isn't he?
Maybe actually, I'm not sure. He's doing something, obviously.
I want to know.
He's not working.
He gets away with
He's
that
not-
at work. Oh, look
here he
here.
goes. Hey, look who's here.
Oh, I accept your streak of fight. All right. Any day
Let's
of the
go.
week, partner. All right.
Let's go, partner. That's
You
right.
don't want none of this.
Oh,
Right.
you're right. Yeah, I did. Sure, I know.
Now the shit's
That's
getting
right.
better. Let's go. Sean, how you doing?
Let's
man?
go.
You know, I just think it's funny how people like to call other people keyboard warriors, but when we're up close and personal, everybody's quiet. I'm right here, Nick. Okay, we can handle
What
this
have I
in the
been-
ring, or we can handle this in
Right.
the street.
Whatever you want, bro. I ain't scared of you. Like you're not even showing your face. I gotta see a picture of you from like 10 years ago or something.
That's
Where'd
because
you
I'm
take
still
that
in the
photo?
car, so you can't see me. I don't want you to make a black joke.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay, John Cena. Really? He said, I don't want you to make a black joke. That's nice. That's real good. That's funny. No, I think I think it's funny, but other people may not laugh, but I think it's funny.
You will announce it from here,
Oh,
or you will announce it laying on your back after the 1, 2, 3. Sam
Oh,
Howell
listen to
is
this.
the man, and you will denounce anything
Oh.
that you said about me, my friend.
sure, I
Let's
will
go.
not.
Let's go.
Okay, sure. When Jacoby Brissett starts
What are
week
we
one,
gonna
talk
name
to
this
me.
event?
Wow.
There you go.
What are we
You know
going to
what?
name this event?
Ooh,
Look, the
yeah, we gotta
slobber
come up with
knocker.
a title for this.
The Slav. Where's JR? Can JR call the match? I want JR.
My God, slobber knocker.
Good God is my witness. He's broken in half.
He's tougher than the $2 steak. He's a tougher than
That's
$2
right. Yeah,
Oh,
tough
yeah.
for a $2 steak.
Hey, no holds barred. Okay.
There you
No
go.
DQ. Every weapon
no DQ.
acceptable.
That's
All right.
right. You want some of this? Come and get it. That's right.
I was
I
thinking
want
Hell in a
to
Cell,
see
but-
Nick on top of the cage, man.
That's right, baby. I'm gonna do Shane O'Mac style onto the Undertaker and the table. Let's
Nah.
go off the top of the cage. Let's do this.
Imagine,
So
imagine
that,
that. Nick off of the cage.
hey, it's all
That's
good.
right.
Because when he goes for the 1, the 2, all of a sudden, I'm going to kick out. And that's
Oh,
when the
yeah,
real
it's a-
fire is going to come. Okay?
Is that what it is? Okay, sure. There it is. Listen to this guy.
Like Sean's hand will be on the rope, those one.
You're right.
Yeah. No,
I'm going
He'll-
to
he'll-
casually put
he'll-
my foot up on the rope just in
No,
the last
right.
second. He's like,
he's gonna have Kat as his valet. She's gonna put his foot on the rope and interfere in the match.
yes.
Oh,
And
that's
then
a good
he's gonna
story.
She's gonna bring you close to the rig, to the rope, and then she's gonna spit something in your face. and
Right,
that's
because
gonna give you the
gonna
opportunity.
Oh, like that
Get
green
the-
mist.
Yeah, right.
yeah, exactly. She's gonna do an Oscar thing and just spit in my face or something. Right?
That's gonna give me the opportunity to get the W.
Okay.
Well, you know
There
what,
you
though?
go.
You know what I saw? I watched and I hadn't seen it. I watched the Yokozuna thing the other day.
Okay.
Obviously, that's why I was
Yeah.
messaging you guys.
Documentary.
Yeah.
Sad,
I
but
thought that was really well done. I hadn't seen that story.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet, so don't spoil it for me.
All right.
yeah. Those actually, I gotta catch them. I just the Dusty Rhodes one. I actually just saved it because somebody put it on YouTube. And I happened to come
Yeah.
across, so I'm gonna watch that later because Dusty was my guy as a kid. Man, I love Dusty
Hey,
Rhodes.
I'm gonna be
Always
honest.
my favorite.
Get your tissues ready. Get your Kleenex
Oh yeah,
ready.
get Kleenex ready for that one. Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially because you know
but
it. You
it's good,
lived
though.
through a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's,
oh yeah, no, I remember all the stuff
It's
that Dusty did in the '80s. Man, that was great.
yeah.
That's
the
hot
Iron
times,
Sheik was
baby. That's
last
hot
night.
times.
The Iron Sheik.
Oh, Iron
was last
Sheik.
week. I got it recorded. Yeah, I'll watch that later on.
I
Iron,
want to see that one.
Iron Sheik, number one. Iran,
Oh.
number one. America.
Fuck the Hulk
yeah,
Hogan. You ever see his Twitter? He always says, "Fuck the Hulk Hogan."
yeah. No, he just,
Yeah, he hates Hulk Hogan.
yeah, he does. He does. That's because he beat him for the title at Madison Square Garden. That's all.
Jabroni, fuck the Hulk Hogan. Fuck him.
Yeah, jabroni.
Yo,
I love the
yo,
Iron Sheik.
real quick, because y'all got on me about this when I mentioned it in the group chat. Explain the whole situation with Dustin Rhodes and Gold Dust and all that. Did
What
he
do you
actually
mean?
marry Terry Runnels?
Yeah, they were
Terry-
married. They were legit husband and wife.
Yeah.
They were
Oh,
in
wow.
WCW.
Why do you
Terry
think?
was
No,
a-
that's her. That's
Yeah,
their last
Terry was a
name.
makeup
Dusty.
artist. Terry-
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
a makeup artist for the wrestlers back in WCW, and that's where her and
Right.
Dustin met.
Met,
Wow.
right.
WWE. So back in
But no, that's
95,
their actual last name, Sean. Dusty Rhodes' name is Virgil Runnels.
Yeah.
And that's their actual last name. So Terry just took the name and used it as Terry Runnels.
Oh.
Yep.
She just,
Oh, wow.
she just used her name. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Remember,
I didn't
son
know
of a
that.
plumber. Virgil
So-
Runnels, son of a plumber. Son of a
You
plumber.
remember that, Johnny, right? Dusty Rhodes, Johnny? Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember. Back in the old Florida Championship Wrestling days.
Florida
Absolutely.
Championship Wrestling, right. Florida
Oh,
Championship
ECW,
Wrestling.
baby.
World
But no,
Championship Wrestling from Florida.
Yeah.
There you go.
Championship Wrestling.
Mike,
Florida,
was it Mike Graham, Eddie Graham, who was running that back then? Eddie
Yeah.
Graham.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, hey,
A lot of people
I gotta step out because I gotta head back inside, man. So I'll be in the comments.
All
I
right.
just want
Okay.
to come in here and
Fan-
openly accept Nick's challenge.
There you go. Now you've accepted. Prepare to go down, man.
You're right.
You're
Then
going
Johnny,
down
you guys
fast.
can do the prelims match. You guys can do the early match.
There you go.
We're gonna have to
Right.
make
There you
that-
go.
we're gonna
There,
have to
yeah.
make a
Wouldn't that
pay-per-view.
be what Johnny versus Ben in a something on a pole match or something where they got to
There you go.
climb up to get the.
Yeah, bring in Alex there, triple threat. Bring in
Wheelchair
Alex.
There you go.
match,
Yeah. Alex Schomburg versus
gonna be the
Ben versus Johnny. The
Alex's
self-deprecator.
promo-
That
Alex's
would
promo is
be
gonna be
worse.
like, "I'm not gonna win, but I'll still try."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be worse. That would be worse than David Arquette versus Jeff Jarrett versus
There-
DDP at
yeah.
Number Reach.
DDP,
Oh,
yeah,
God, yeah.
exactly. That'd be phenomenal. I'd love to see that. That'd be great.
So, all right, guys.
Let's
It's
do
always
it.
fun. I'll talk to
All
y'all
right,
soon.
Sean. Have a good night, man. Thanks
All
for
right,
coming
Sean,
on.
take it easy, brother. Yep, let's do it.
I do got an acoustic guitar upstairs.
There you go. You can do honky tonk man style. Just start hitting people with
Oh,
guitars. Yeah, just a
Greatest
honky tonk
Intercontinental
man.
champion of all time. Yeah.
That's what they say. That's right. That's right. I'm cool. I'm cocky. I'm bad. But yeah.
Can we copyright that? I don't think.
I'm sorry.
Wayne
Did I
Ferris.
sing again? I'm sorry. Yeah. Did I? Wayne
I don't know if
Ferris.
Wayne
Yeah,
Ferris-
Wayne Ferris.
And that's. I don't think
Him
he's
and Jerry
watching
Lawler, I guess, are legit cousins.
this. That's right. Yes, that is correct, Nick. Good
Yes.
one right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Honky Tonk married to like one of Bill Dundee's daughters or something? Am I thinking
That might have been true at one point. Yeah, that might have been right.
related to something?
They were all
Yeah,
from
I
the-
know they're cousins,
yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
They're all from that Memphis area, Tennessee, all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
they're
No,
all-
I didn't mean it like that. Hey, now take it easy with it.
Well, it
I'm
means
just
the same.
saying.
Right.
Oh, we know what Ben meant. Ben stirs the pot every day. What's going on over there?
Well, almost.
Ben wants to see all of it. Ben loves to smoke.
I do.
Well,
Um,
he's
right
lived
now
in
we
Vegas
got,
all his life. It takes a lot to excite Ben.
I guess that's true, right? He lives in the sin capital of the world, so yeah.
Well, we got a Riddle and Owens and Zayn versus Judgment Day right now. So
Oh, that's
Oh, is that what's going on? Judgment Day?
yeah, it's one of those tonight where they did like a, go up against your enemy. Like earlier tonight, it was Solo against Rey Mysterio. So like the Judgment
Was
Day.
it
took
really?
on- yeah. So it was like the Judgment Day took on the enemies of
The bloodline.
Okay, bloodline, and then vice versa. And then,
Yeah.
so, I mean, I
Alrighty.
guess it's okay. But I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Whatever.
And stuff like that. Trish came out earlier. I'll recap that later. I'll watch that later on, see what she says. She did a
Yeah,
promo.
good old Trish Stratus.
50 years old.
Here.
Still looks better than most of the divas.
Yeah.
The
Trish looks great. Yeah, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
There you go,
yeah.
Trish.
Oh man,
Trish Stratus. Oh man,
where has
Show me.
Alex?
Please
Shelley
show me.
been? I thought he was
that's
in
a
St.
great
Louis.
question.
Including no, he'll be back soon. He's on a little vacay right now, but he will be back.
Oh, he's on
Scott.
vacation. There you go.
Yeah,
The
so don't you
Kimbo.
worry. Don't you worry. Yeah, he will be back.
He's taking in those
Oh,
Rays games.
Oh, and there goes Nicholas. So
Where'd Nicholas go?
I guess he stepped out for a minute. Scott says they'll take on the winner. Okay, fine.
So I turn it
Damn.
over here to see this, the end of this, and all I get is commercials.
You got scared.
Got scared. You're supposed to spell that Skeered.
My bad. What happened there? Hey,
Nick,
who
got
took me
scared.
out of the show? Who did that? Well, listen, he got scared. Scared of what? What am I scared of, Spencer? What are you trying to talk?
He knew I was.
Yeah, you ain't. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to hear this guy all day and all night. I does it day to day to day to day.
The Have At It show where
That's
trash
right.
talking is the way of life.
Oh, trash talking is a.
I hit him with a chair.
Yeah, you got to hit me with a chair shot, huh? You forget, man. I'm Latino. I lie, I cheat, I steal. You don't want none of this, pal. I'm gonna Eddie Guerrero you, and you're not gonna like it. That's what's gonna happen to you. Viva la raza! There you go, brother.
So Nick, they're coming to
Yes, sir.
Chicago, right? You said they're. Is it Raw or SmackDown?
Oh.
coming to Chicago?
I'm coming to Raw next Monday, baby. April 24th. Got my tickets. Me and the old man and a friend of mine. We're going to wrestling, baby. It's Monday Night Raw. Next Monday, yep. Here at the Allstate Arena here in Rosemont, Illinois. Right outside Chicago here. It's going to be great.
I'll try to look for you in the crowd, man.
I'll tell you, you know what? I'll try to send you a signal. If I find a hard camera, I'm going to send you a signal. I'm going to try to work this out, see where we are. I'm going to send you a signal, pal. We're going to try to work this out, right? I'll be like, Ben, it's me. Me. It's me. DDP. No, I'm kidding.
It's him. You'll know it's him when Sean's flying across the camera in front of
Exactly. When you see Spencer go down, you'll know what's happening, right?
I'll run in.
Hey, why is there a fight in the 200 section? Oh, here it goes. Sean and Nick.
I'm coming out like Coco Beware. That's me and the parakeet.
Oh, you're coming out like a jobber? Yeah, that's pretty good.
You and Frankie?
I think I wouldn't compare yourself to Coco Beware. He didn't win a lot of matches there, Sean. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Coco.
I would have said more like
But still,
Ron Simmons or
right. Like Farouk, you could have used anyone like Mark Henry, anybody. Coco Beware. So in other words, you're going to dye your hair blonde and come out with a parakeet? What is it?
Oh, I would love to see that, man. Like on one of his.
I would too. Yeah, I would too. So you got to dye your hair gold and come out with a parrot. There you go. Great. You do the bird, man. You can just fly. Dude. All right, you got to do the whole thing right. Do the bird man. Good old Coco Beware.
Don't worry, I look at you like Crash Holly.
Oh, brother. Hey, have a little respect for the dead, would you? Jeez.
Right.
Well, anytime I get to tune in and see Dominic getting his butt whooped, it's fine.
Look at he's like Johnny Dean's loving that one, huh? Dominic's losing, getting his butt.
Well, I don't know. He Zane just got in and started whipping on him. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, here come the rest of them.
I mean, Matt Riddle's like a couple inches away from wearing like a G-string. I mean, you see his outfit.
Yeah, he's really got some tight shorts on there, Mr. Riddle. You really got to wear a little bit more, I think. I don't know, but they're a little tight short. They're a little tight. I think you can tell if he's, what religion he is. I'm just saying. Kind of like Goldberg. Goldberg wore the same type shorts. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Oh, that was a ball buster.
Damn, my
That's
bad.
okay, Sean. I'm just giving you crap. But yes, Crash Holly has passed away, though, right?
Yeah, he not too long after his WWE run. I think it was like 03 or 04.
Yeah, no, it was, right around there. Yeah, exactly.
Who?
Crash Holly, the guy who played, the guy who was Crash Holly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was part of the Holly family. He had Molly. Yeah, he had Molly Holly, Crash Holly, and Hardcore, who came in as Sparky Plug, if you remember.
Oh,
he debuted when he was his first character was Sparky Plug. Remember that? He had the longer hair. Yeah,
the
Sparky
era
Plug.
of bad gimmicks, the goon.
Oh, horrible stuff. Yeah, Mantar. all that stuff was around that time. Yeah, Mantaria, Max
TL
Moon,
Hopper, TL
Conan,
Hopper,
you know,
yeah, TL
Isaac
Hopper,
Yankum, you know, Kane was Isaac Yankum. Like, come on.
Yeah, come on, TL Hopper,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, dumb stuff.
Dumpster
Yeah, Duke the Dumpster Drozy. Repo Man, you know, come on.
Yeah, that's when
horrible stuff.
Bischoff's like, okay, that's enough. We're gonna make wrestling fun again, real.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
put Dominic out, please. Hurry.
Look at John. He's talking to the TV now. Like, come on already. Let's do it. Come on.
He's getting better as a wrestler, though. Dominic.
I don't
I'm
care.
serious.
I want him smashed through the ring, in through the concrete, and out through the
Such violence, Johnny.
But he's doing his job.
Duke,
He's making it.
No.
I would love to see him. I would love to see
He's turned into a good heel. He's turned into a good heel.
Through Megatron's butthole myself.
Alrighty then. And on. Good Lord, man. What are we talking about here?
In case you don't realize what I'm talking about, Megatron's butthole
this is my fault. This is my fault. I said porn, and then look what happened. Now we're
You did. You started talking about porn, and
yeah, damn it. All right, should have just kept my thoughts to myself, but I mean, we had a porn star wrestler in Val Venus. I mean, so you know,
that's right.
Yeah. Val Penis.
Hello, ladies.
Right, exactly.
I wonder if he actually did Jenna Jameson. I know he was seen with Jenna and the vignettes.
Was he?
With Jenna.
You knew this was going to happen, right?
Remember those vignettes, Nick, where he was with Jenna James before he debuted?
Yeah.
TV.
Oh no, yeah, that was some dumb stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that was goofy.
Yeah, but exactly. That's just dumb.
LWO.
Yeah, so AW, whatever.
LWO.
Riddle's wearing underwear. Like he's pretty much wearing underwear. Matt Riddle.
Yeah, he is. That's all he's wearing. That's pretty much it.
Yep,
but yeah,
the LWO. Yeah, I mean,
Matt Riddle.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, guys, this is just until killing time till when the draft comes around. Then
after the draft on the 8th, right? Then you'll have people will get mixed up. People will go to different shows, and you'll get some different matchups, and it'll be fun.
Oh, you're talking about this draft. You said draft, and my mind goes straight to NFL.
Of course, it went to NFL, right? I knew that.
Yes, we're going to be doing a this Friday night on Have At It. I will be doing a mock draft, the first round.
Oh, there you go. Look at that, Ben Cornette, baby. Let's check that out
on Thursday night.
Oh, there. Oh, look at that, all the way around.
Be like a round table where we're going to make the picks.
Right, the round table. I like the round. Table. There's some good folks on that.
It is.
Well, Nick, you got to get going, sir. I just
thank you. I appreciate it.
Let me promote you, or you can promote yourself.
Well, thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. Of course, I always love coming out here to talk wrestling with you. So as many Face the Heel shows as I can make, I definitely will. For those of you who tuned in earlier, obviously the roundtable, we did a special show this evening just to talk some off-season stuff, look to the draft a little bit, have some fun with the trivia. Again, we hope to be resurrecting the Popcorn and Parachutes podcast with Anthony Handy. Johnny Dean and I keep missing each other, but we're trying to work on some stuff as well. So you'll see me out there. I appreciate
Let's do it.
I know. I appreciate the love and the support. Thank you guys so much. And Ben, Johnny, you guys have a great evening, and thanks for having me on.
You too.
All right, man. Good job, Nick.
All right, brother. Have a good night, guys.
You too.
All right, you guys have a good one. I'll try to report in from Raw next week, see if I can. Try to give you some live updates or something. See if I can work that out. Because I'll be in the arena, so we'll see if I can get you guys some stuff. We'll see.
Awesome, Nick. Thanks,
all right,
man.
Have a good night, guys. Yep, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Rosario in the house. Love having him on. John, he's also on our shows, and man, he just brings it, man. Gotta love the energy from Nick. Sean Spencer, the storyline with Val Venus, Miss Kitty, and Terry was great. Yeah, that was the Attitude Era, my friend. The Attitude Era. So Raw just ended. Obviously, we had a big fight between the LWO, Judgment Day, Bloodline, Sammy, KO, and Riddle. So, like I said, it's just killing time for the draft.
Judgment
so,
Day kind of disappeared in that, you know.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, toward the end. That's true. It was from what I saw, a decent Raw. But anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up. This was a fun episode, man. Johnny, thank you for stopping by tonight. I appreciate it, man. It's always good to have you on. And everybody, we will be back next week for another episode of Face to Heels. And we will see you next week. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon.